Hey, what is up guys? Today we're going to be talking about Lost Ark, and there's some bad news. The game is not really going to be coming out in the western region anytime soon, and I will be explaining in this video why, and all my info is based on research I did and research NerdSlayer did. He's got a series called Death of a Game, and he's covered a lot of NCSoft games and other Korean games that never really took off, or they didn't really do well. There's a very good reason for that, so stick around for the rest of the video and I'll explain to the best of my ability why. The basic idea is there's this article over at bell.co.kr, which is a Korean website that covers all their news. Smilegate, the publisher for Lost Ark over in the Korean regions, they basically said there's currently no plans for a Western release, which is pretty frustrating to hear. People have been hyped about this game for many years now, and the game has been out in Korea for a while. It did well for a bit. The game now has launched in the Russian region, which you can play as a European and as an American through VPN, which is not very. I wouldn't really recommend it. There's still some lag. If you're in the if you're in Europe, yeah, you can you can play it. It's playable. The lag's not terrible. But if you're in the US, I wouldn't recommend it. You wouldn't get the full experience, especially in PvP. So yeah, people were definitely looking for this game, and apparently it's not gonna be coming out anytime soon. They're focusing in the article. I'll put the link in the description. In the article, it says that their focus currently is launching in Japan, the Japanese version of the game, and what that tells me is pretty much it's the same thing as always. The Western audience is not the core target of these Korean companies. I know it sounds weird. You're gonna probably asking, what's this guy talking about? There's so many millions of people in the US. There's a few hundred million in Europe as well. A lot of people are interested in these games and play these games, and it might look like it. However, there's many more. Like, the gaming culture in the Asian regions is just much bigger, and that's where they put their focus on. And I'm gonna go back to the NerdSlayer channel that I am gonna link again in the description. NerdSlayer did a lot of research on why Lineage 2 pretty much died, and why WildStar didn't do very well, and other games, Korean games, Terra, Aeon, Arcade, all these games launched and were very promising. However, there's a big discrepancy between the cultures of the two regions. The Western culture is vastly different than the South Korean one, which is where the developers are, and that's how they make the game. They make the game based on their own experiences, based on the culture they live daily. And especially for NCSoft, their core game was Lineage 1, which came out back in like 99, I think. Their main focus is the Asian market. Their games appeal to the Asian market, and this is probably the reason behind Smilegate's decision to not push forward with the translation of the game for the Western market. They just simply don't think that there is enough interest out there that would make sense for them to spend all this money to develop the game further, to translate it and localize it for the English market. Sad news for anybody out there waiting for Lost Ark, and Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.